All right, all right, all right. What's going on, everybody? What's happening today in the whole box world community? Shit like that. The hell y'all niggas doing? What's going down? What's going down? Um, I'm over here watching these goddamn draws and shit. Um, motherfucking about to take a little trip and shit like that. I figure I'd do a little motherfucking live and shit and talk about some of the hoopla that's been going around this fucking bullshit ass boxing community. A lot of this shit ain't about a goddamn thing. There's too many of these suck ass motherfuckers talking about a whole bunch of bitch ass shit that ain't gonna happen, that should happen, that could have happened, but still at the same time they granddaddy talking all that goddamn shit, but their granddaddy would have done the goddamn thing. Their grandmommy would have wouldn't have done a damn thing. There's a bunch of loud talking ass niggas. And that's what all these motherfuckers do. Just talk shit all goddamn day like they ain't got nothing better to do, like they ain't got a bitch at home ready to fucking grease them up. They rather sit up over here and talk about all this all goddamn bullshit, man. You know what kind of shit I did today? On Benounce to the fucking boxing talk and all that shit, man. You know what kind of shit I did today, man? Busting moves, making moves, and all that shit. And you motherfuckers sit up over here on Twitter and all this goddamn social media shit, just talk all kind of goddamn whole heap of shit for a goddamn nothing thing. Like I hear motherfuckers out there, TMZ bitch ass motherfuckers out there talking about some goddamn Tank Davis' motherfucking ankle, and this motherfucker got to get on the goddamn thing. Look like he goddamn crit walking and shit, breaking his goddamn ankle and shit. I'm like busting his ankles open on the goddamn fucking video because all these motherfuckers are always too quick and to just motherfucking tweet out some shit or say some shit on the social media shit without no type of verification. That makes absolutely no motherfucking sense. Like so many of these motherfuckers, man, they tweet and they regurgitate and they re-regurgitate shit what these motherfuckers say on the social media without no motherfucking verification, no nothing. Just running their motherfucking mouth. And it happens all the time and shit like that. But it is what it is. But come on, man. We all grown ass adults on this motherfucking and people don't be giving the wrong type of niggas attention and shit all goddamn day. There's some real dudes on the internet and shit like that be talking boxing talk all goddamn day. I'm not even talking about myself. I'm talking about other people that y'all should be paying attention to. But y'all want to give these weirdos because y'all want to be a part of something. It makes no goddamn sense. You got everybody know that Mike Coppinger, right? Everybody knows that Mike Coppinger. He tweets and all this shit throughout the goddamn day about the same shit from these news articles that we already heard. He just regurgitating because guess what? Too many people is going to sit over there and listen to him on what he's regurgitating. It's not even called content. All it called is just regurgitating. Recirculating the news that's already out there that you already heard. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why I be muting these motherfuckers. Because it makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense paying attention to these dudes that's just sitting up over here regurgitating shit and act like they putting down counsels. And that's pretty much what all these what'd you call them? So-called boxing journalists are doing these days. They're not coming out with no look. I told folks this a long time ago. If I already know what the news is and stuff like that, why the fuck am I going to go over there to listen to read somebody's article? Read somebody's article. I already heard all the news, but then I get this tweets like, "Oh, read my article." Read your article about what? I already heard the news. Now you want me to hear your story of the regurgitated news that you already heard? Makes no fucking sense to go read that shit. These journalists in the sport of boxing, they don't do nothing but regurgitate these motherfucking news. And the shit that they do get that's firsthand and stuff like that, you know, most of that is is do we trust them or not? Because it's going to be like sources say, my sources. Do we trust them or not? We already know there's a couple of people out there that we cannot trust when it comes to the source of information, and when they saying sources. We already know. It's not a couple, it's a lot of people that we can't trust because too many people out there is regurgitating news, right? And can't no source be verified because shouldn't nobody be telling them who their fucking source is, right? Unless they got the go ahead to give out the information to be the first-hand source of information, which is not going to happen, right? Majority of the time, right? So I say that to say this. A lot of these cats on Twitter and social media, the only thing they're trying to do is become somebody. Because at the end of the day, the first thing people's going to look, which one you rather listen? A lot of people just go with the bells and whistles. Oh, it looks like it's good. They got a nice little fucking video. It looks all professional and shit like that, but it doesn't mean that motherfuckers know what they're talking about. It does not mean that. A lot of these cats that sit up over here talk about boxing are just like me. Don't know what they on the outside of boxing. They don't got nothing to really to put out there, but besides what somebody, it's just some fucking opinions. And people be sitting over here acting like this shit is some bomb diggity ass shit. It's not. It's just fucking opinions. Opinions based off of what? Based off of what? Let's say it again. Regurgitated information. Regurgitated information makes absolutely no motherfucking sense. Absolutely no motherfucking sense. People be sitting over there listening to these cats day in and day out talking about regurgitated information. And I say all this because if these motherfucking so-called boxing journalists actually fucking did their jobs and stuff like that, there'd be actually some good shit to be fucking talked about. But they don't. They don't. What y'all want to hear about Crawford and Spence fight? That's probably most likely not going to happen. You want to hear about what the things going on with Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia? What y'all want to hear about the one more day mate thing when it comes to Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury? What y'all want to hear about? What do y'all really want to hear about? Because it really seems like majority of people in this whole entire boxing community want to just hear the gossip. And that's all it is. People could say whatever the fuck they want to. People could say whatever they motherfucker want to when it comes to this boxing shit. But 9 times out of 10, what they're fucking talking about is gossip in the sport of boxing. Gossip. I don't care who you listening to. I really don't. I really don't care who you listening to. That's all it is, because that's all boxing it has afforded its fans. That's the low point where boxing has afforded its fans into gossip. And your favorite motherfucking boxing content creator can say whatever the fuck they want to, or whatever, can say whatever they want to about what the fuck I'm saying. But can't nobody contest. Can't nobody contest this. Boxing has taken the new low over the years to where everything that's surrounding the boxing, when it comes to content, the number one seller is gossip. And nobody can say that shit. I don't care who, I don't give a fuck who the fuck you is. Say whatever the fuck you want. That's you too. That's you too. Because once you start talking about what another motherfucker said, and you talking about what another motherfucker said about somebody else, we gossiping, baby. We gossiping. You talking about what Derek James got to say about somebody? Talking about what Tank Davis got to say about somebody? You talking about what Lomachenko got to say about somebody? You talking about what Deontay Wilder got to say about somebody? Dillian White got to say about somebody? AJ got to say about somebody? Adrian Broner got to say about somebody? Whatever. It's gossip. It's gossip, and the list goes on and on. The problem is that your favorite content creators is lying. Is lying. Bold-faced motherfucking lie. Boxing talk on when it comes to YouTube or on any level has reduced itself to the fucking View. Whitney Williams, Star in the Morning, Cernetta. For real. And that other motherfucker that ran from social media, what's his name? Polite. Right? And that's really what it Boxing Talk has solidified itself to. But guess what a lot of people will say? And guess what a lot of people do? They say they not gossip talk. They say they're the real. They say come up over here for some real game. All kind of shit. But the real thing about it is just you should just folks need to just keep this boxing shit to where you either you like to hear somebody's opinion. That's pretty much what it should just be. It's just right down the middle. It's like you just want to hear somebody's opinion. You just want to hear somebody's take, and that's it. Because other than that, all this shit is just a whole heap of fucking gossip talk. I don't give a fuck who you is. I really don't care because that's how I put it. That's how I see it. I ain't gonna apologize for it. I ain't gonna take it back. Everybody on this motherfucker be gossiping. You talking about what the motherfucker got to say? You gossiping. Ooh, child, you heard what they said up over there? You heard what he said about your boy Ryan Garcia. Ooh, you heard what Deontay Wilder, girl, you heard what he said about such and such. You're gossiping. I don't care who you is. You can be the biggest, baddest motherfucker on social media. With the most subs, with the most super, you can be whoever. You use a gossiping motherfucker too. Don't be trying to hide behind the font of anything what you doing on your page. You a gossiping motherfucker. Look, let me say it again. Ooh, child, you heard what whoop said about such and such. You a gossiping motherfucker. Everybody do it. Everybody do it. You just a simple ass, nigga ass, count ass motherfucker that's trying to hide behind the shit. Trying to act like you something, you different. Everybody got different types of lives and all this stuff outside of social media and everything like that. But at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck how many subs you got, what you get off of YouTube or whatever the case may be. That's the only thing different. But you running your motherfucking mouth is the same as everybody else. You just happen to be blessed to have enough nutcases to be following your ass. And that's really what it is. Lying out here talking about you ain't gossiping. Everybody gossiping this motherfucker. You heard what Floyd said? Oh, Floyd hating. You heard what what's that dude? You heard what Bill Haney said? He hating. Oh, you heard what Whoop-de-Whoop said about Devin Haney? He hating. Everybody on this motherfucker be gossiping, talking about what another nigga got to say about another nigga, and you ain't even involved in the shit. You the motherfucker on the sideline listening in, giving your 2 cents. All of us out here got pom-poms on for somebody and don't make any goddamn sense. I told motherfuckers long time ago, I don't give a fuck about none of these fights unless it's the fight I want to see. I told motherfuckers this a long time ago, and people all got in my ass. Oh, you old cone. You old Uncle Tom. You old fence rider. You better get on over here with the PBC, boy. You better get on in this cut with your boy Chicken George Uncle Tom, and you better get on over here, boy, with the rest of us Negroes. No, I'm not. I'm in the boxing game to watch the fights that I want to see. And I don't give a fuck what platform it is on. I get what fucking platform it is on. I don't care about none of that motherfucking shit. But I tell you, boy, some of these motherfuckers y'all be following out here, some gossiping ass niggas. Hook, line, and sinker on y'all motherfucking ass. Some of these motherfuckers, some of y'all be out here be talking about y'all some real ass motherfuckers, right? Be talking me, some of y'all motherfuckers be talking about y'all some real ass motherfuckers, right? Y'all be saying y'all some real ass motherfuckers, right? Damn. Some of y'all be coming out here talking about y'all, what's that thing? Alpha males. Some of these motherfuckers out here, y'all talking about y'all the head of the household and shit like that. Y'all run 10 toes to the concrete ass motherfuckers. But y'all be the first ones out here following the gossiping ass nigga. Gossiping ass nigga. Gossiping ass nigga. I don't give a fuck where the fuck you from. There's real ass motherfuckers where you from in your city, and there's pussy ass motherfuckers where you from in your motherfucking city. And that's a fact. And that's a fact. It don't matter where you come from. There ain't no standard. There ain't no standard for what city you come from means you better than the next motherfucking city or the next motherfucking state. There's pussy motherfuckers all around this motherfucker. There's followers, dick riders, dick suckers, dick gobblers, bitches that's willing to give up some pussy for a bag of Doritos. There's all kind of motherfuckers around this motherfucker. And y'all up over here, sitting up over here, acting like just because this motherfucker got enough bass in his voice and a loud ass horn, like all of a sudden it's some nigga, put the pom-poms down. Put them down. Makes no goddamn sense out here. Man, I tried to tell folks a long time ago about this shit. Try to tell folks a long time ago about this shit. But y'all want to sit up over here. Y'all want to sit up over here on a daily basis on y'all motherfucking knees. Look, what can a motherfucker talk about? What can we talk about right now? Right? That already ain't been explained when it comes to boxing. What can we talk about right now that already ain't been explained in boxing? What? What you want? What, nigga? What? 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 Matter of fact, I wish I did have a super chat. Because I would have told y'all, I would have told one of y'all bitch ass niggas to refresh my motherfucking screen by sending me $1 super chat. Refresh my screen, goddammit. Refresh the motherfucker. Right? I've been trying to tell folks a long time ago. All that old buttering ass up type of shit. Oh, king and queen and all that shit, man. Don't be letting these motherfuckers fool that shit with you. Some of these motherfuckers living in apartments and shit. Don't own no properties and shit like that out here calling them motherfucking kings and queens. You got a motherfucker that came out of nowhere. What's the name? Aki TV. Came out of nowhere, putting out boxes with that goddamn turban on and all that shit. And y'all motherfuckers fell in love with it. Fell in love with it. I told motherfuckers from the get-go about that shit. And now look at y'all. As I told y'all, I'm telling y'all about these dudes on the internet. I made that video. You hear me? I made that video earlier today, telling y'all about that motherfucker, telling y'all motherfucker about these black power pimps out here that don't mean y'all no motherfucking good. I'm telling y'all, motherfuckers be falling the hook, line, and sinker with that shit all the motherfucking time. I don't understand. It's like how somebody got to follow somebody because you feel like a nigga's masculine. That don't make no sense. You call yourself a real dude, but you following the dude on social media every time he go live and every time he come on and all that shit, hitting the like button because you feel that he masculine. But the nigga gossiping. There's two people in this motherfucker watching shit. Tell me somebody. Tell me one person on a whole entire social media thing, right? Name me one person in the boxing community that don't gossip. Name me one. I dare a motherfucker to tell me. I dare a motherfucker to come over here and tell me some a nigga ain't gossiping. I dare a motherfucker tell me whoop the whoop ain't gossiping. And I'm explaining to you how the nigga gossiping. But y'all want the motherfuckers listen to that shit. You got a motherfucker, you got pansy ass motherfuckers out there on a daily basis hating on certain fighters, but won't even talk about Usyk versus Fury on why it's taking so long. The same motherfuckers out there gossiping won't bring up why Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk is taking so long to make. But all of a sudden, Deontay Wilder versus Andrew Ruiz ain't been half that long, right? And already the IBF is out there calling for Ruiz versus Herkovic. And Herkovic ain't beat a damn, not a now nigga, but Eric Molina. And don't give me no goddamn Zhale Zhang. I don't want to hear about that shit. Zhale Zhang. I don't want to hear about him. I don't want to hear about him. Don't give me that shit. I want somebody to explain me that shit. I don't hear a motherfucker talk about that. Right? Because at the end of the day, you got all these motherfucking so-called I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't give a fuck who it is. I'm talking about journalists. I'm talking about people that get paid to write articles. I'm talking about people that's backed by a network that get paid to write articles. I don't hear them talk about I don't hear them. Okay, let's put it like this. I don't hear them going out there making no Pulitzer Prize motherfucking boxing articles. I don't hear about them doing no real life Peter Parker ass shit, web slinging, taking pictures and catching people with their pants down like Oscar and all that shit. I don't hear about them doing none of that goddamn shit. All I hear about them doing is some lazy ass motherfucking shit and recycling, regurgitating information that we already know. We could get an article about Andrew Ruiz versus Deontay Wilder, right? We could hear that in the morning. Oh, it's made, it's finalized. And the motherfucker write an article about it, but we already seen online it is already made. What the fuck am I reading it for? What insight are you really giving me? What insight, other than the information that everybody already know that you giving? Right? What you got? What you got? You ain't got nothing that nobody don't already know. And why you that's the reason why you got the Michael Benson, the Mike Coppices, and all these, and then you got the off brands of all these little weird ass little things that pop up every now and again, talking about, oh, I'm a new boxing content out of the UK or the US or whoop whoop whoop. And you be looking like the only thing they do is retweet information. Everybody's stealing from everybody on social media. Look at Tate Davis' last video with the ankles. Look how many people on social media just took that video and put it on Twitter or Instagram or their YouTube page talking about it and made it their own. They didn't cite the source or anything with the link, right? Like I try to do. They didn't cite it. Look, I'm just telling you. I'm just telling y'all motherfuckers out there that the shit can't nobody talk about nobody. That's what I'm saying. That's the reason why I'm making this shit. Because can't nobody, I don't give a fuck who the fuck it is. I don't give a fuck if you feel like the nigga is the biggest swinging dick on the motherfucking social media thing. I don't give a fuck who it is. Can't nobody on this motherfucker talk about nobody. And that's straight up. Can't nobody talk about nobody on this motherfucker. And Like I said, name me one motherfucker on social media right motherfucker now that don't gossip. Name me one. I bet not a now motherfucker can. I bet not a now motherfucker can. Who ain't gossiping? Who ain't talking about what another motherfucker got to say? Who ain't? Hello. You can call yourself. You can go by whatever name you want to go on this motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. You can go by that fake name. You can call yourself Mr. I hold a towel around my shoulders. You can call yourself whatever you want to call yourself. Can't nobody sit up over here act like they got the biggest swinging dick on social media because everybody is in the motherfucking same boat. And if you act like you about to do something in the streets and all that stuff, you ain't waiting nothing but for a nigga moment. When keeping it real go wrong. That's another thing with these motherfuckers on social media that you keep hearing. I'm real, I'm this, that, and the third, blah, 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 whoop, 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 all this shit. And now you see what Tariq and the Sheik got going on. You know what I'm saying? With keeping the real go wrong. You know, you could be the biggest, baddest dude on social media, but it's just social media. That's all it is. Don't be worried about. Don't be trying to act like you want to get in fisticuffs with a dude over social media because he got something to say about you. That's some dumb, idiotic ass shit. And a lot of people say, a lot of people that got bad words to say about people on the internet, they got words for them type of people that do dumb ass, idiotic ass shit. Ain't no such thing. Man, leave that shit alone, man. Leave them motherfuckers alone. Let them motherfuckers lie where the motherfucker they be. You know what I'm saying? You got all these motherfuckers on it. Like, check this out. Look at Wilder, right? After what he said and all that stuff, people still making videos about he leaving the PBC and all that stuff. What do we whoop? Look at that redhead stepchild, Canelo Alvarez. Ain't no, where them videos? Where all them hate videos for him fighting John Ryder? And we've been hearing about this shit for the last couple years when it comes with Edward Hearn and Canelo Alvarez and John Ryder. So where are all them hate videos at? Huh? Where all them hate videos at? The John Ryder madness. And people had all that smoke for Deontay Wilder when he fought Hellenius. But where all that smoke with Canelo versus John Ryder? Where all them the zone losing money, the zone pay-per-views suck, the zone scripting suck because this is what they're giving us. The undercard can't be this, that, where all that shit at now? Where all that shit about that tweet that can't nobody verify, can't nobody really believe in when it comes to Michael Benson? No, Mike Coppinger talking about Usyk and Fury fight not happening in the Middle East, but it's happening in Wembley now. Where are the videos on that? Where all the Saudi Arabia Middle East money is going dry? Where are those videos at? Huh? Where are those Edward fucking up the money over there videos? Where they at? Where the videos at? Where they at? The same dude. The same people. The same people making these weird ass videos can't make one for the people on the opposite side of the spectrum. They don't want to do it. And as far as from my vantage point, I assume that the reason why they want to do it is not because of their fans, is because they choose to kiss ass. See, a lot of people pinpoint people because they black that they're supposed to be a PBC fan or that they are a fan of the PBC to an extent to where they protect fighters from vocal discord because of such, right? So what about the other people on the other side who continually ride the dick of Matchroom, right? Continually ride the dick of Top Prank, right? What's up with where all this at? Where's the why always the level of importance on certain fighters? Why does it seem like certain fighters have to do beyond and above of what the standard is of their fighter? Anthony Joshua, similar. Well, it's all about the money now, son. He's trying to, he's been in America for a little bit now. And all of the time, it's all about the money, son. You know what I'm saying? I was on top and all that stuff. And then, you got everybody on your coattails trying to get a piece of you. And then now, I ain't got nothing to prove no more. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about the money now, son. I got Derek James, whoop, blah, blah, whoop, we go come. We getting these belts back. What wants to talk about the fucking heart? Where the videos about the heart with Anthony Joshua? Where them videos, them same videos folks was making about Deontay Wilder, talking about you can't teach your old dog new tricks, dog. Now, where they at for Anthony Joshua? Where they at? Where they at? Where they at for Anthony Joshua? Huh? Like, I'm just saying. It's always the other side of the spectrum gets a pass. Gets a complete pass. Man, I know PBC ain't perfect. Ain't none of these advisory companies or promotional brands or managerial brands perfect. To include these broadcasters. I know everybody ain't fucking perfect out here in these streets. I know that for a fact. I got my problems with PBC, my problems with Top Rank, got my problems with I got problems with all the motherfucking big name promotional manager folks. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, why y'all always set tripping on one? Huh? That's my thing. White folks out here always set tripping on one. And let me tell y'all something else too. If you, right, was a sports figure and you get on the mic and you say something, not everything you're going to say is going to come out right. Right? Right? Things might get lost in context, or you might assume that somebody knows what you're talking about and within the context. And sometimes you're just not the person that's good at explaining shit or talking, period. Right? That's the reason why when these boxers and shit like that be talking, I don't take what they say as the gospel. Because I know for a fact that I'm not the best person to be explaining. I'm not a good explainer, right? I know other people that get nervous when they explain it. So point to the fact that they fucking literally forget what they say in mid-sentence, right? And so people got to take that into account for a lot of things that these boxers be saying, especially those that don't fucking speak English, especially those that English is their fucking second language. You know what I'm saying? Like, why the fuck are we out here taking what like somebody like Canelo Alvarez got to say is the gospel when it comes out of his mouth through translation, or when he's just speaking English? This shit is his second language. Why the fuck is you sitting up over here is like, well, he said it, woo, blah, blah. Nah, come on, bro. Come on. Y'all, some of y'all be doing too much. Some of y'all be doing too much. And half y'all motherfuckers out there in Britain be talking about some, oh, I don't know what Deontay Wilder said. It is in the third. But when he say something that you act like you could understand, all of a sudden you just take it out of context and make your own goddamn thing on it. Oh shit! When Dominic Brazil said that, oh, I got to get my book of Ebonics out, Y'all motherfuckers laughed at that shit. But when Deontay Wilder was when Jermaine Franklin made that post talking about where he was at, he was training and stuff in the gym in Florida. People was on this goddamn post some I don't know what he's saying. Can somebody translate this for me? Are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious? He don't even have a down south motherfucking he doesn't even have a down south motherfucking accent. Nothing like that. And motherfuckers sit up over here and will say that he's you can't understand him. You can get the fuck off Thor. You can get the fuck off my live stream. That's what the fuck you could do. I don't know why you coming up in here talking about all this hoopla and shit, and you missed the whole goddamn thing I was saying. You talking about I'm dick riding. Motherfucker, you came up over here to say all that shit. How about you put my motherfucking diggling in your motherfucking mouth and you ride that motherfucker? How about that? You old punk booty ass motherfucker. How about you do that? Get the fuck off my live stream with all that old bitch ass diggling talk that you talking about. But you get the fuck off my talk, my goddamn live stream talking about all that goddamn diggling talk. Talking about some Thor. You ain't even got Thor's hammer, nigga. I got Thor's hammer in your motherfucking mouth, bitch. How you like that? Shit. How about that? Power of Grayskull all in your motherfucking mouth, nigga. I got the power all in your motherfucking mouth, ass motherfucker. And you can bring your moms too. You can bring your sister, she is of age, and that's 18 and up. You can bring her little bitch ass too. The fuck off my motherfucking live stream telling all that goddamn stupid ass shit. That's what's wrong with y'all motherfuckers. Y'all want to hear emotional and y'all want to hear all that goddamn shit. When I was trying to tell y'all motherfuckers, I got gripes with all these motherfucking promotional advisory and managerial programs around this motherfucker. You gonna come over here with this old sweet talk out of your motherfucking lips, you old sweet tart ass motherfucker. You gonna bring that old weak shit ass over here, you old sweet tart ass motherfucker? Huh? The fuck on out of here. Oh, punk booty ass motherfucker. You a Ryan Garcia fan anyways. How about you get on this goddamn motherfucking social media page and become one of them 8 million plus motherfucking followers, 8 million plus motherfucking one goddamn followers of his. How about you go on and do that? Over there, you old punk booty ass, sweet tart ass motherfucker. Take your ass over there with Conor Ben refused to say more. Oh, I ain't gay. He can't say that. Cash G, yeah, that's what I was talking about, Cash G. But these cats don't want to but some of these motherfucker people that sit up over here, they be acting like they you know what I'm talking about. Them folks on social media that's quick to talk about some, yeah, man, you know, this whoop de whoop, know what he talking about, blah blah whoop de whoop, unbiased and all this stuff, whoop de whoop, be the same. Man, I tell you what. What the fuck? Get your ass up out of here, Jimmy the bully. You ain't even no bully. Jimmy, you just a foolie. Just a fool. Jimmy the motherfucking fool. That's what you is. Jimmy. That's what you is, Jimmy. How about you turn that motherfucking white beater you got, right? Because it's probably almost about bedtime on Cell Block 3. How about you turn that motherfucking tank top you got into a motherfucking bathing suit to a drink steam, you old punk booty ass motherfucker. How about you do that, Jimmy the foolie, Jimmy the fool? How about you do that? How about you go on over there with Sporting the Dick and Icons? How about you go over there with him and you put on some of that fuck ass million bill you got up over there? How about you put some of that shit on? Go talk to Conor Ben. Don't come talk to me. I mean, sorry, Chris Eubanks. You go over there talk to Chris Eubanks. You go hang out with him, Jimmy the Bull. Ain't it your bedtime up over there in the UK? You old fake mobster ass motherfucker. You ain't no bull, homie. You took another motherfucker's name, just like that fat ass Kentucky Fried eating chicken motherfucker, that fake ass Rick Ross. Just like him, you took another motherfucker name, and you out here. I don't give a fuck. What the fuck is it? Jimmy the Fool said, "This is why British fans have zero respect for America." What the fuck that got to do with anything I was saying, Jimmy the Fool? What the fuck, Jimmy the Fool? What does that fucking mean? I'll be right back. Let me go put my clothes in the dryer. Yeah, I'll be right back. Let me put these clothes in the motherfucking dryer real quick. I'll be right back. I'll be right back for your ass, Jimmy the Fool. Jimmy the Fool, I'll be right back. Hold up now. All right, what we got here? What we got? We got Jimmy the Fool, probably aka Pigeon on here. Uh he says, I ain't gonna read that shit. I ain't gonna read that shit because Jimmy's a fool. Jimmy's a fool, and that's all he can do. Jimmy the Fool. Jimmy the motherfucking fool. Jimmy the Fool, you know what? I don't even know. Jimmy the Fool, you do know, right? You do know nobody gives a fuck about what you gotta say, right? You Jimmy the Fool, you do know that, right? You do you know you's a um bitch ass motherfucker, right? Pigeon Mike Tyson ass motherfucker. That's what you sound like. Sound like that racist ass Pigeon Mike Tyson. Jimmy the Fool. Because I noticed off rip when you and um your stepdaddy Thor came in here, I noticed off rip that for some odd reason, I'm a dick rider and all this shit. But y'all motherfuckers, y'all here when I'm talking. So why y'all here for? Every time I talk, y'all here. You know what I'm saying? Well, if I'm on long enough, Jimmy the fucking fool and Thor is here on my motherfucking nuts, but they don't like what I gotta say. Right? Right. You call me a PBC fanboy, but what am I a fan about PBC? I want you to explain. Oh, Jimmy the Fool. What I'm a what makes me a fanboy of the PBC? Right? Am I not the one that said that the PBC had a part in why the Crawford fight didn't happen? Right? Like Cash G said, Jimmy, you lame as a mark motherfucker. Get back to your talking points, bro. So Jimmy the Fool, didn't I? Am I the one who said that? Jimmy the Fool, am I the one that said Wilder would lose against Tyson Fury if he don't get light on his feet and throw better punch combinations? Am I the one that said that, Jimmy the Fool? Jimmy, I didn't block you. Jimmy the Fool, I didn't block you. Nobody blocked you. Thor, Jimmy the Fool, because I knew that you pigeon Mike Tyson. You pigeon Mike Tyson. You the dude who be on people's live streams in your motherfucking draws talking shit. That's you. Am I lying? See, like I said, you talking about, see, Jimmy the Fool, seeing Fury stop Wilder on Black History Month was a beautiful thing. See, that's all we got to know about you, man. That's all we got to know about you, Pigeon Mike Tyson. I knew it was you. I knew it was you, baby. I knew it was you. Can't fucking fool me. This dude thought because he had a different name and a different account on social media that it changes the nature of him. Oh, see, Jimmy the Fool, you retracted it. I didn't. That whole comment you just wrote, Watcher, what's up? How you think I know it was you, Pigeon Mike Tyson? Ask me. Pigeon Mike Tyson, where you go? It doesn't change the fucking nature of who you are, man. You can call me a PBC dick rider all you want, man. But I'm the one who said if Deontay Wilder will get light on his feet and throw better combinations, I'm the one who said all that shit. Deontay Wilder talking about the brother and no, kings and queens and shit. I told folks a long time ago I didn't like that shit because too many of y'all motherfuckers get emotionally fucking attached to people. Like all of a sudden that makes you fucking know them. I don't make you fucking know them. You're just a dude on motherfucking social media. Half these boxers don't even interact with their fucking fans on social media. They don't. If you really want to appreciate your fans and stuff like that, you can at least fucking get on social media and respond to a small few, but they don't. It's like some of these cats feel like they too good. You know what I'm saying? They too good. And then most of the time, these boxers, they won't respond to the fans that got something good to say. They always respond to the motherfuckers that got something bad to say. That's the real fucked up part about it. People's too worried about what somebody bad has to say about them, and then all of a sudden they want to address that versus the people that got something good to say about you, the fans that's there, that's fans that's been there since day one. There's a lot of female boxers and male boxers that I've been subscribed to or followed on social media since they had like 20, 50, maybe 100 followers or subscribers, right? And they forget about the people that's been there day one, retweeting their stuff, liking their shit, talking about them. And then when they get on that big ass stage, they go with the haters or the people that got the most followers. Cash G, yeah, definitely got those limp wrist tendency. I told y'all, man, that was Pigeon Mike Tyson. That's why he ran up out of here. I told y'all who it was. He the dude that sit in his drawers. He the dude that was on the dude's live stream taking his shit in the bathroom on a live video, and they gonna come over here and have the nerves to talk about me. Man, I'm not reading that shit, man. If anybody is still if anybody has the argument of that when you can't contest what I asked your ass, Thor, Pigeon Mike Tyson, or what's the other one? Jimmy the Fool. If you can't address what I gotta say, man, I'm not gonna address what you gotta say. You go tell me. You come tell me what's going on with, since you want to talk all that shit, you come tell me what's going on with Usyk and Fury. You come tell me how the same person you listen to every day, Mike Cobbinger, is out here saying that the fight is not happening in the Middle East, but it's happening at Wembley. You come tell me on why is that. You go contest how the like how y'all want to say with Wilder the money is dried up. And then you don't want to contest how the money is dried up with that. You don't want to contest, oh, maybe the Middle East people out there is tired of spending all that goddamn money on some bullshit. Reggie, what's happening? You come tell me that. Oh, Thor, Jimmy the Fool, aka Pigeon Mike Tyson, the racist. You come tell me that, Pigeon. Because every time you talk about somebody else, there's always the guy that you like that's doing the same thing. Right? That's doing the same thing. So you accuse me of dick riding, right? So let's look at you, Thor, Jimmy the Fool, aka Pigeon Mike Tyson, and let's say this. What about your favorite fighter? Pigeon Mike Tyson, I know you hear me. So this guy, you have a guy named Tyson Fury that's supposed to face a guy named Alexander Usyk, who at one point was at war with Russians out there way of Ukraine. So you explain to me how they can negotiate for a fight, which is supposed to be the biggest heavyweight fight of all times, for 6 months. And all we hear is one more day, mate. So you come tell me why this shit ain't happened, Pigeon Mike Tyson. Toby Barlett, what's happening? So Thor, Jimmy the Fool, you come tell me what's going on with your boy. With your boys out there in the UK, since you want to talk all this shit. Oh, see, you ain't got nothing to say. You ain't got nothing to say. So, I'm gonna say this, right? This is why I don't be listening to people a lot on social media, right? Because even what's his name? Ryan Garcia fell for the okie doke when they were talking about how Tank Davis fucked up his ankle and had to get wheelchaired around. And then this motherfucker's on the I don't know what he doing, but it looked like he was trying to crip walk, but he couldn't. He didn't know how to, quite make it see with his, he didn't know how to do the Mexican hat dance, properly, right? And he fell for it. And a lot of you fools out here fell for it too. You know what I'm saying? So it's another prime example on why Thor, aka Jimmy the Fool, aka Pigeon the racist Mike Tyson, always comes around here has the fingers and the guns pointed at one person, but never his fighters. He's talking about Tyson Fury. Like, come on. Like, come on. If Wilder had, let's say for instance, if the real Rick Ross was Wilder's Wilder promoter back in the 80s, right? Back in the 80s. Well, I'm gonna say back in the 80s. Let's just say, if the real Rick Ross was doing what he was doing in the 80s and was Wilder's promoter, what would y'all be saying? What would y'all be saying? Right? What would y'all be saying? If the real Rick Ross was Wilder's promoter right now, and he was doing the shit that he was doing in the 80s, right now, what would y'all be saying about Wilder? Listen. I don't want to hear no well, we gotta let the law take its course, because everybody is proven innocent. I mean, everybody is innocent until proven guilty, right? See, this is America, right? So we have a justice system that we have to abide by, because without that, there will be chaos, right? Right, Cash G. They would say, where did the money come from? All money ain't good money. Exactly. Exactly what the point is. If Wilder's promoter was the real Rick Ross and the real Rick Ross was doing that shit right now and he was doing it in the 80s, there would be a problem. They would be talking about the money, corruption in boxing, stealing fights by way of judges, doing all kind of mischievous shit behind the scenes, right? And most of all, he would be called a Neelan, the same way Oscar did Heyman. I'm just saying. Let's not sit up over here. Pigeon Mike Tyson and not point. See, that's what I try to tell your ass. You pointing the finger at people that you don't like, but you never thought to think about you pointing the finger that there would be return fire, right? See, Thor? That's what I'm talking about. You came in over here. You came in here talking about diggling this, diggling that, and R. Kelly this and R. Kelly that. But you the one that's 50, 60 years old, right? And don't own a house. Don't have a car. You don't have shit. You don't have shit. Only thing you got is the internet. Only thing you got is the internet. You gotta have something. You gotta have an apartment, a car, something. You own the shoes on your feet. Like you don't own shit. Everything you got can be taken away tomorrow. If you drink too much, if you get out of hand, all that shit that the government getting you can be taken away. So just because you upset with life and all that shit, and you want to get on the internet and release all your anger on everybody else on the internet, because you know you can have, because Pigeon Mike Tyson, aka Thor, aka Jimmy the Fool, got like 60 accounts. So Pigeon Mike Tyson, Thor, aka Jimmy the Fool. What's up with the Usyk versus Alexander? What's up with the Usyk versus Tyson Fury? What's up with that? What's going on? What's going on with that? Huh? I want to hear about the what you call that shit? The opinions on ain't no money in that fight. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear your opinions, like you give opinions on everybody else about no money in the fight. Hold up, y'all. Let me go put these clothes in the motherfucking dryer. Oh, punk ass nigga. Punk ass motherfucking Jimmy. I don't even know understand that motherfucker come on there. I block the motherfucker and he comes back. I don't understand. I don't understand that shit. Woo, man. It's goddamn bugs out there, bruh. I'm gonna start calling them bugs out here. Pigeon Mike Tyson. They came out the woodwork like it was hot. The bugs was coming in hot, Jack. Damn, ain't that about a bitch? Pigeon Mike Tyson got like motherfucking 15 accounts in here watching me. Pigeon, man, come on, bruh. So what y'all think about that? What y'all think about that? That Philip that they're talking about that IBF with the Philip Herkovich and the what is it? Philip Herkovich and who's the other guy? Philip Herkovich and Ruiz. So IBF came out and said some hoopla about they calling for a mandatory with Andrew Ruiz and Philip Herkovich, man. What y'all think about that joint, man? I think it's a purse bid. I believe they ordered. They did that a few hours ago. I tried to look and see, try to verify it, but then Tay Jones, someone he talking about it, so I guess it's a real life thing. I mean, even if it's not, it's still like one of them things, like, right? People said for years, Wilder ain't fought nobody. This dude ain't fought nobody. That dude ain't fought nobody. Whoop de whoop whoop. And nobody's talking about Philip Herkovich. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's talking about him. They just let him slide. Nobody's talking about how the fuck he get here. He ain't fought whoop de whoop whoop and whoop whoop. You know what I'm saying? But he there. Like whoop. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of stuff is gonna happen all the time, man. That type of stuff is gonna happen all the time. It's just people need to really understand that, you know, not all the time. It's like it's a you know, conspiracy. Sometimes it's just some people just got more money than others. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I thought. Toby, I thought Andrew we were supposed to be fighting Wilder, but you always know with these sanctioning bodies, like it seems like when people be, it doesn't matter what promotional brand you with or whatever. It always seems like there's always some type of you know, if you take it too long, somebody else jump up in there and say, what about my turn? And another thing like that, another thing is like you didn't hear, nobody heard no Michael Benson or no Mike Coppingers and nobody saying that this was gonna happen. I didn't hear no rumors have it or nothing like that, that this was gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So where did it come from? Did Team Wilder, the Team Herkovic, the Team Ruiz know that this was going to happen before it happened, or did it just or did Team Herkovic just put something out there, put a bag or whatever, and now we at where we at? Cash G says if it happens, if it happens, it happens. But I can honestly care less. Yeah, it's not. Philip Herkovic ain't all that, man. He was supposed to be this monster and all that shit, but you know, we seen who that dude was. We seen who he is. Like like and he wasted a lot of his career um as not being a professional as well, because he only has like 17, 18 fights, you know. And I think he looks like damn near he's in his 30s. Let me see. Let me see it. Let's see how old this motherfucker is. He's born in 92. So he's 30. He got 15 fights. His first professional fight was in 2017 against a guy that was 39 and 15. One draw. You know what I'm saying? So it says a lot. Says a lot. And then motherfucker had about like he had about 66 amateur bouts, and out of the 66 he lost 10. So I'm just saying. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see what we got here. Thor says Herkovic win over undefeated. I ain't trying to hear about that shit with that Zhang shit. Okay, Sir Foul Player of Brooklyn is in the motherfucking house. What's going on, my black African brother? My soul brother. What's happening? Toby said Zane showed he wasn't all that in his last fight. I'm just saying, Toby. look, that boy's over there talking about something. He have Herkovic whoop Melina, the school teacher. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. See, if you've been pigeon, that's Pigeon Mike Tyson. So what does he know? He better go out there and fly some ghetto birds out there and get them ghetto birds flying out there, because this dude don't know what he's talking about. He said, get a playback app, cheap motherfucker. I knew this Pigeon Mike Tyson. This dude named Thor is going around here calling black folks ninjas and all this shit. I knew it was this racist Pigeon Mike Tyson. I've been trying to tell y'all. I know what he do. Oh my, yep. Anyways, like I was saying, man, out of nowhere, here comes Philip Herkovic. You know, dude only got 15 motherfucking professional bouts from Croatia. So somebody up over there got some money behind him, because this dude came from nowhere and was giving some fights. You know what I'm saying? And the stepping stone fights that he's been given over the course of his tenure of his career started off with the 2018 fight with Amir Mansour, and another fight of the same year with Kevin Johnson, and then in 2019 with Eric Molina, and then in 2020 with Rydell Booker, and then in 2022 against Zhang Zhang. So we already know that this dude had enough money to pay these dudes to get up in this ring. He had enough following and push behind him because obviously he ain't fought nobody, and obviously a lot of people ain't fought. In 2018, your boy Amir Mansour, and in 2018, Kevin Johnson, and then fought Eric Molina, got him off out of the school teaching duties, and then got Zhang Zhang from I don't know where from, because that he ain't all that. You know what I'm saying? And he went to a decision with him by that. You know what I'm saying? He ain't knocking everybody out. You know what I'm saying? So he went to a decision with this dude. He went to a decision with um Kevin Johnson, the Kingpin. So yeah, like let's just say, let's just call it what it is. Like this Zhang Zhang is the same dude that could barely get past Jerry Forrest. Right? Right? So let's not act so surprised with these dudes' records and who they fought. You know, I'm just saying let's keep the same energy for what these guys is doing and what these people are putting people up against for these eliminators, for these purse bids. That's what I'm saying. Because a lot of this shit don't make any motherfucking sense. Let's just keep it real. Did I like Wilder fighting Hellenius? Hell no. Sir Foul Player of Brooklyn said, did your boy get the AJ fight? Yeah. Oh, Franklin? I told them over there. I told my boy, tell Franklin, like, if he ain't gotta beat White, he just gotta look good. And I told him, he's like, he gonna get $1 million. Motherfucker laughed at me. And now the motherfucker was like, woo. I tried to tell him. All he had to do was look good. Because now look. For some odd reason, out of everybody they could have fucking picked, out of everybody Matchroom could have fucking picked, they picked Jermaine fucking Franklin. Out of everybody they could pick. Like, is AJ scared of Americans? Fighting Americans? Is he scared of fighting Americans? Like what is it? What's the real reasoning? Okay, let's put it to you like this, right? We all know what AJ was doing in the ring years ago and what AJ is doing in the ring now. It's totally different. And I'm making an assumption, but my assumption is that more people appreciated the aggressive version of AJ versus the what do you call that thing? The Muhammad Gandhi version of AJ, right? And it seems like the lion, it seems like the lion has to get his courage back, has to get his heart back. You know what I'm saying? It's like now all of a something, out of nowhere, he has to get something back. You know what I'm saying? It's like to be the AJ that we knew. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's not the same AJ. And AJ said it. We saw AJ walk to that ring. We saw AJ look, but nobody wants to say it because people are all so stuck on how excuses look instead of how the shit really looks. You see what I'm saying? AJ didn't look himself going into that ring. We all said it well before AJ even said it. Well before Edwin Hearn said it. Well before a lot of these people even said it. But people is too worried about how people perceive them and what they say. And they always say this line. I don't want to make any excuses, but I don't want this to sound like an excuse, but it's either convincible to fans because their eyes can see it, or it's not. Or it's not. And that's just what it is. If we could all see AJ going to the ring, we could all see AJ walking when he was in the ring, walking around. We could all see AJ didn't look right. But if we say it, we're making excuses for AJ's loss, but we can't say what is factual without having somebody look at us as an excuse maker, but we can't call out what's factual, what we can see with our two eyes. That's the fucked up part. That shit is dumb and retarded. It's either it is or it ain't, and that motherfucker did look fucked up. I was just sitting in the back, was like, why is he not saying it? Is he scared and is in the third? Too worried about his image and what people got to say about him. That's always gonna be the first downfall with a motherfucker. Too worried about all these motherfucking ass-kissing ass motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? That's some bullshit. Cash G said, do you think Derek James is going to do that for AJ? Well, like I said at the beginning of the video, people said Wilder can't be taught new tricks. You know, and I told people this. It's all up to that person. It's all up to that person. Because boxing is just like any other sport. You either buy into the system, you believe in the system, or you fucking don't. You see what I'm saying? You either buy into the system, you believe in the system, or you don't. And that's all you. And that's pretty much the that's pretty much the first thing, the most telling thing with anything, with any sport. Buying into the system and believing in the system. And most of these fighters can't. Most of these fighters can't. Right? Most of these fighters can't, because at the end of the day, most of us have to be shown why we should believe and trust the system. And most of the time that comes in the form of getting hit in the motherfucking mouth. See what I'm saying? Most things in life for people to believe in and understand and trust from somebody else comes from fucking failure. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty much, it's all up to AJ. It's all up to him. I said for years, you can ask Surf Flower Player Brooklyn, you could ask Watcher. I said for years, Dillian White and AJ should have been up over here. Should have been up over here and training with some of these American fighters. Because for some odd reason up over here in the UK, they too content on certain styles of fighting, and that's it. And that's the reason why y'all get those anomalies of people that look good, but it's far few between. There's far few in between. And that's just what it is. There's nothing bad, it's nothing good. It's just, you can't sit up over there fighting that same way. I'm just saying. There's nothing special about pretty much a lot of these fighters now these days. There's pretty much nothing special about them. It's pretty much nothing really special about them in my book. I'm just a fan of a few, but it's pretty much ain't nothing really to me that that sticks out and says, "Ooh, this," you know, there's nothing special about a lot of these fucking fighters. And majority of that is based off of that. I can't call nobody special if he ain't fought nobody. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what Spence says. I don't care what Crawford says. They still have a lot to fucking do, but you know, according to them, they don't have to. Cash G said, "I think he can, but if he gets hit, hell, revert back to his old ways, just like Wilder, in my opinion." Yeah. I mean, that's just what it is, bruh. That's just what it is. That's just how it is. But I will say this. I will say this, man. That motherfucking motherfucking AJ, man. That chin is kind of weird. That chin on that chin on that guy. That chin on AJ, man. That chin on AJ is something out of this world. Yeah, Thor, I see your I see your comment, but the UK got like only one heavyweight, and I know gypsies are pretty shined upon, you know, out there, and y'all really like take them in as your own, and don't ostracize them, and you know. Wilder never snored on the canvas either, but Wilder never seemed like he quit in the ring like what AJ did, you know. And I was always kind of like weirded out by that. Why would you sit there, look at the ref, don't put your hands up, walk forward when the ref is holding his hands up, like give him here, like let me hold him, see how sturdy they is, and you know, I don't know why he didn't put his hands up. Like, did he not know where he was? Did that punch from Andrew Ruiz really affect him? Did he have something wrong with him? But in his second fight, Ruiz robbed him a few times, even when he was out of shape and just didn't look right. Oh, Usyk made Anthony Joshua's chin look real uncomfortable in the ring, and Usyk is not that knockout guy in the heavyweight division, and he was able to outbox the so-called masterful class performance of Anthony Joshua, that they say. Ooh, I wonder why AJ thought it was a good idea to try to outbox Usyk for the second time when he got outboxed the first time. I wonder what was that. Would you the same thing you talking about with Wilder? So did you say that about AJ as well with the pride and with one punch and all this shit? Would you say that shit about the same? Would you put that towards AJ as well? I don't know. Like, what is it, Thor? What do you want from me? Thor, what do you want? Thor, what do you want, Thor? Thor. Fucking retard. L Foul player of Brooklyn said Joyce won my respect. I'm gonna be content from day one. I don't think that dude's chin is what he says it is. I've been watching that guy from quite some time. I think really what people are not paying attention is that he has a good poker face. He has a good poker face when he hurts. He has sturdy legs that can keep him up when he's wobbled. and stuff like that, and kind of hide that he's wobbled, but he has a good poker face. You know, so I tell people that all the time. It's like, you know, I don't care who you is. There's anomalies. Like I would say the last dude, the last one, the last dude that can get consistently mollywopped upside the head and didn't sound dumbish or punch drunk or anything was George Foreman. This motherfucker is still out there talking pretty good and don't have the shakes, the quakes, and stuff like that. And he was taking some fucking hellacious punches all the way to his fucking 50s. So there are anomalies. There's probably some other ones that Watcher knows about that I don't know about, but I was just one anomaly. And I think there's some other guys, but I don't think Joe Joyce is one. You know what I'm saying? Some people just ain't been hit hard enough. Some people, they ain't been hit hard enough. They ain't been hit right. You know what I'm saying? You've been taller than a lot of these motherfucking fighters. You know what I'm saying? That you've been facing against. They might have the power, but behind the power, they might not have the leverage because of height to put you down. You know what I'm saying? So I say that to say this. I don't think Joe Joyce's chin is all that. And I don't think he's going to be able to hold up. I think if AJ hit him with one of them combinations, he's going down. I think if Wilder hit him with one of them, he's going down. I think that if he doesn't do something about his defense right now, that his punch resistance is going to keep going down. His punch resistance, because he's already almost in his mid-30s. So your punch, unless he's that anomaly like George Foreman, it's just going to keep going down. Like your punch resistance is not going to always stay where it is. If you're taking those hellacious punches, you're causing damage to the fucking brain, you're causing scarring to the fucking brain. And if you don't have the genetics to stop all that shit, you're fucked. Cash G, I don't think it was Crunk Jim. I don't think it was Crunk Jim that helped him out. It's like the dude was damn near 300 pounds. 300 pounds and damn near 7 foot tall. Like, he put people out before. Like, you know, I told people before the fight that he can knock Wilder out. You know what I'm saying? Cash G, I told people that before he put Wilder out, that he can't do it. You see what I'm saying? So, it's not the Crunk Jim. That was just a thing that didn't make sense. To even say sitting on your punches and stuff like that. If any of these boxers sit on their punches, why a motherfucker wasn't doing shit and connected, most likely they're going fucking down, especially in the heavyweight division, unless you're just one of those pillow-fisted motherfucking heavyweights. And it's just a fact. You know, that's what happens. You're not throwing enough and you're just waiting for a dude to throw. You can't be a lot of these fighters you just cannot be fucking patient with. You either get in their ass or they get your ass. I heard L Foul Player of Brooklyn said superior motor too. Yeah, he has a superior motor, but superior motor against who? A guy that's gonna sit around and let you do what you want to do, or a guy that's gonna make you move around and stick that stick out there. Those are always things that the same thing with Big Baby Miller. I told folks, if somebody gets this dude to fucking move instead of just sit there in front of him, he's gonna have a gas issue. I don't care what kind of drugs you taking. There's only so far those PEDs gonna take you, especially when you fucking 300 plus pounds. There's only so far they're gonna take you, and they're not gonna take you 300 plus pounds, happy to chase a guy for 12 rounds. It's not going to take you that fucking far. It's just the way it is. You're 300 something pounds. That's just your body is only going to take so much. It's either that or a fucking maybe a heart attack or a stroke. You know what I'm saying? But like Cash D, like I said, man, like before all it was said and done, I already, I already depicted it. I already said it. You know what I'm saying? I already said it. I said it about Big Baby Miller. I said it about Joe Joyce. I said it about a lot of people. You see Joe Joyce last fought. You see he got rocked a few times and wobbled around. Yeah, but the only problem with that is that like Watcher said, that Wilder has too many silent agreements. But at the end of the day, Wilder likes stationary targets, and Joe Joyce is a stationary target. Ruiz is not so much a stationary target. Ruiz just likes to counter. And my whole thing with Deontay Wilder is that the only thing I'll be worried about is catching the counter to the back of the fucking head, because that's where Ruiz likes to hit you. The back of the fucking head. Everybody that Ruiz has knocked down and favored against in the fight, he's literally hit these motherfuckers in the back of the head. I mean, there's a fine line between hitting somebody on the ear, behind the ear, and the fucking back of the head. There's a fine line between that. And where he hit AJ, where he hit Aaron Molina, where he hit the other dude was in the back of the fucking head. So I don't know what to tell people. It's like, the ref is standing right there. The ref is standing right there. Like, I don't know what to tell y'all, but I've been calling it. I called it with a lot of fighters. Kay Taylor like to use her fucking forehead. Savannah Marshall fights just like Tyson Fury, but she's a female. Elbows, choking. She choked a few bitches. Savannah Marshall choked a few females in that motherfucking ring. And elbowed them. And put that motherfucking palm in their motherfucking face. So I've been trying to tell folks this, like Watcher said, his last live stream, I believe, was like last night or something like that. A lot of these guys don't watch their opponents and like call the bullshit out. They just let it happen. A lot of these fighters just let the bullshit happen. They let the face palming happen, the elbows, the choking, the weird ass gloves. They allow different waters in there, and the waters like this is all kind of shit, right? And Wilder's not the first person that talked about water. He's just not. There's been plenty of fighters talking about they felt funny in the fight and stuff like that. Sometimes it could be they don't know what it was. They don't know how to pinpoint it. It could be their condition. It could be something they ate. It could have been whatever, lack of nutritional things, trying to make weight and all this stuff. It could be a whole bunch of things, but there's been a lot of people in boxing talk about water. And there's been a lot of people talk about cheating in boxing, or the cheating that they did in boxing. You see what I'm saying? So let's not act like it's all this stuff is just it is what it is. It's like it's up to these teams. These teams got to start doing a better job, man. Got to start doing a better job, because no way in hell. I mean, but Cash G, Wilder versus Joyce, people would be interested in that, though. People really would be interested in it. You know what I'm saying? Actually, that would have been better than that fight would have been better than watching the Hellanius one. That would have been better than watch Wilder versus Joe Joyce versus then Wilder versus Hellanius. That would have been better. I'm just saying it's like this. If y'all say that y'all all that, the big bag and chips in the dip and all that shit, it's like don't go calling for these easy ass. You know what I'm saying? Somebody you think you can just knock out in the first and second round now. You know what I'm saying? Don't go out here talking about gaslight, talking about how big and bad you is, and you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. But it is what it is. It happened. It's over with. Now we on to the next. But I didn't see a whole heap of motherfuckers out here calling it out when it happened. A lot of people was just. I told folks this ain't it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? People know how I am. I just want to see the fights that interest me. If it's a fight that sounds like it interests me and stuff like that, and I want to watch it, Cash D, like you said, it's like ain't nothing wrong with that. I don't need no motherfucking belts on the line. I don't need no Instagram, no social media famous motherfucker or nothing like that. I just the fights that interest me. All these motherfuckers out here. This is another thing, man. It needs to be talked about that people be talking about, man. And folks be sitting up over here talking about the belts this, the belts that, blah, 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 whoop, whoop, whoop. But them same folks be the same ones out there to talk about how these belts are on some bullshit, right? Them same folks be out here talking about them belts on some bullshit. And they be on some bullshit all the time. They be talking about how all this other hoopla and shit. Then all of a sudden they want to talk about, we need unification. Oh, we need this and the third. We need that and the third. Blah, 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 whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah, man, nah, fuck that right now. Fuck that. Until they start doing right by me, I'm done with that shit. Till these motherfucking belts start doing right by me, I'm done with that shit. Just give me the fights that I want to see, and that's it. I don't fuck about all that bullshit. Leave that shit to these motherfucking boxers that need their profile raised by being unified or undisputed and shit. Like, leave that to them motherfuckers. Because half of these fighters, look, let me tell y'all something. Does the fighter make the belts or the belts make the fighter? Does the fighter make the belts or the belts make the fighter? Explain that to me. The fighter is supposed to say what these belts are worth. Not the belts tell the fighter what he's worth. When we look at these rankings, right? This is a new dawn in boxing era. It's been a new dawn in boxing era. If half these cats out here ain't worth a damn, then I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell y'all, man. But anyways, y'all, I'm going to get out of here. Salutes to everybody in the whole boxing world. And everybody stay motherfucking sucker free.